If you've been considering adding AI voice agents to your business or you build AI voice agents, you are in for a rude awakening this year. I've been building one of the biggest AI voice implementation agencies over the past year, and in this video, I'm going to show you exactly why these voice agents are dying, what new strategies are actually generating results, and how you can capitalize on this shift in the market. Now, what I'm about to share is going to piss some people off because there's a lot of gurus out there that are selling AI voice agent courses, agencies, and white label platforms, and they're about to have a very bad year. What's going on, guys? My name is Cornelius. I've been building in the AI space for the past 4 years, and today we're going to talk about 3 critical items. First, I'm going to expose the 6 reasons why AI voice agents as they exist today are dying, and why 90% of AI automations out there are going to fail in the next 12 months. Now, this isn't me being dramatic. This is me showing you the math, the market dynamics, and the brutal truth that nobody else is talking about. Second, I'm going to show you the exact frameworks that separate the winners from the losers in this space, what I call the triple threat system. This is how you combine voice AI, CRM automation, and workflow engines to create something that actually scales businesses instead of just sounding cool on a demo call. Third, I'm going to show you exactly how to implement the systems that actually save time and drive revenue in your business in the next 30 days. Now, these concepts are simple. They're not complicated. They just require you to think differently than 99% of the people in this space. The hard part isn't understanding what I'm about to tell you. The hard part is being willing to admit what you thought was a gold mine is actually a graveyard and then doing something about it. Let me tell you something. Your business is your prison. Most people getting into AI voice agents right now are holding on to quicksand. They don't even realize it. They're watching these YouTube videos, taking courses from people who've never built a real business, and they think they're gonna make 50K a month reselling Vapi or bland AI. Here's what's actually happening. The voice AI agent space has been commoditized. It happened faster than crypto, faster than dropshipping, faster than Shopify stores, and it happened because everyone's doing the exact same thing. Your problem isn't because you picked the wrong industry. Your problem is because you don't understand what business you're actually in. You think you're in the AI voice agent business, you're not. You're either in the SaaS business, which means you need to own your technology, own your infrastructure, and build something defensible, or you're in the service business, which means you need to deliver outcomes, not just technology. But here's what most people are doing. They're in the reseller, middleman, and no value add business, and that business is dead. Let me break down the 6 fatal flaws that are killing AI voice agents right now. Let's start with the biggest problem, margin compression. Most people are reselling someone else's SaaS product. They're using Vapi, Bland AI, Synthflow, Air AI, whatever. And they're marking it up 2 to 3x and calling themselves an AI automation agency. Here's the problem. There's no meat on the bone. If you're paying Vapi 5 cents per minute and charging your client 10 cents a minute, you're making 5 cents a minute. Do the math. If your client makes 10,000 calls per month at an average of 3 minutes per call, that's 30,000 minutes. At 5 cents of profit per minute, you're making $1,500 a month. So you spent 40 hours building their system, you're doing customer support, you're troubleshooting when the AI says something weird, and you're making $1,500 a month. That's not a business, that's a job with extra steps. And here's the kicker. Your client can go direct to Vapi tomorrow and cut you out entirely. There's no switching cost, there's no moat. You're a middleman in a market that's racing to 0 margins. I see this every single day. Someone messages me, "Hey Nick, I'm building an AI voice agency. I just signed my first client for $500 a month." And I'm like, okay, cool. So what's your cost of goods sold? They haven't even calculated it. You've got to stop that business because you're building a business on sand. It's just going to fall apart. Now, here's the second problem. Most AI voice platforms are not robust enough to deliver real business value. I'm going to be blunt here. Go spin up a Bland AI or a Vapi AI agent right now. Give it a script, have it make 100 calls. Come back and tell me exactly how many of those calls actually accomplish the objective without sounding like a drunk robot. The technology is getting better, and I'm not saying it doesn't work. I'm saying it doesn't work well enough for most businesses to justify the cost and the risk. Think about it like this. If you're a roofer doing $3 million a year, and I'm going to tell you to deploy an AI voice agent that's going to call all your leads, and there's a 20% chance it's going to say something stupid and damage your reputation, are you going to do it? No, you're not. Most business owners are risk averse when it comes to their brand, and they should be. One bad call that goes viral on TikTok can destroy years of reputation building. So here's what happens. The AI voice agent company promises the moon. They deploy the system, it works 70% of the time, the business owner gets nervous, they pull the plug. The agency loses the client, rinse and repeat. I had a guy come to me last month. He runs an HVAC company doing $2 million a year. He said, Nick, I tried one of these AI cold calling systems. It was a disaster. It couldn't handle objections. It kept interrupting people. I had 3 customers call me and say,
"What the hell is going on with your phone system?"
And this is very normal for most service-based businesses that try to implement AI voice agents, especially if they don't have the proper infrastructure. The technology is a tool, it's not a solution. And if you're selling it as a solution, you're going to lose. All right, here's the third problem, and this one's on the implementers. Nobody is following proper deployment protocols. Everyone's in a rush, they want to launch fast, they want to get paid fast, so they skip the boring stuff. They don't do proper testing, they don't set up fail-safes, they don't monitor call quality, they don't have a human escalation path, they don't train the AI on the client-specific industry terminology, and then they wonder why the AI agent tells a prospect, I don't know, let me transfer you to a human 47 times in 1 week. Let me tell you what the proper deployment looks like. You do a pilot phase with 50 to 100 test calls, you manually review every single one, you identify edge cases, you build exception handling, you create human escalation protocols, you train the client's team on how to monitor the system, you set up quality assurance checks, and all of this takes time. This takes expertise, this takes discipline. Most people, they don't want to do this. They want to deploy on day one and then just pray that it works and get paid. And when it doesn't work, they go and they blame the technology. But it's not the technology's fault, it's the implementation. So here's the truth. Getting good results with AI voice agents is hard. It requires technical knowledge, industry knowledge, and obsessive attention to detail. If you're not willing to do that, you're not going to get results. And if you're not getting results, your clients are going to fire you. So now I want to get into the fourth problem, which is market selection. Not every business needs an AI voice agent. In fact, most businesses don't. So with that in mind, you can only target specific types of businesses. So here are the requirements on what has worked for us. Number 1, they need to be doing at least $1 million in annual revenue. Why? Because they need to have the cash to afford this, the lead volume to justify this, and the sophistication to understand why it matters. Number 2, they either need to be doing outbound calling already, or they need to have a source of leads they're not calling effectively. If a business isn't calling leads right now, there's probably a reason why. Maybe their service doesn't require phone calls. Maybe their customers prefer email. Maybe they don't have enough leads to call. You can't create demand where it doesn't exist. I see people all the time trying to sell voice AI to yoga studios, to nail salons, and local coffee shops. Stop it. Those businesses, they don't need this. You're just wasting your time and theirs. The businesses that need AI are high ticket, high volume service-based businesses. Roofers getting 50 to 100 leads per storm, HVAC companies with emergency call overflow, restoration companies responding to disasters, law firms with consultation booking bottlenecks, solar companies with aggressive outbound strategies. These businesses have the volume, the value per customer, and the pain points that make the AI voice agents a no-brainer. If you're targeting businesses outside of this profile, in my experience, you're going to struggle, period. Here's the fifth problem that most agencies face. Everyone's pricing wrong. I see 2 common mistakes. Number 1, you're just pricing too low. Hey, I'll build you an AI voice agent for $500 a month. What are you doing? You just devalued your entire service. The client now thinks of it as a commodity, and when it breaks, they're going to be pissed because they're only paying $500. You're going to provide $5,000 worth of support for $500 in revenue? Don't do this. Number 2 that I see is pricing based on per minute costs. We charge 10 cents a minute. Now you've turned yourself into a cost center. Every call your AI makes costs the client money. They're going to be hypersensitive to costs, and they're going to question whether it's worth it. Instead, you should be pricing based on value and outcomes. Here's what I mean. Let's say you build an AI system for a roofing company. If you charge them per minute, they're constantly calculating costs in their head. I paid $2,400 this month for calls. Was it worth it? Should I reduce call volume? Maybe I should just hire an appointment setter instead. You've created this mental frame where every call is an expense that they're currently scrutinizing. But if you price based on outcomes, based on appointments booked, based on revenue generated, based on the transformation that you're creating, the conversation changes completely. Now, when that same roofing company books 20 qualified appointments in a month and they close 8 of those at $12,000 each, they just made $96,000. They're not thinking about what you charged. They're thinking about the ROI that you brought them. They're thinking about how fast they can expand to capture this and get even more revenue. You see the difference here? When you're selling on value, you're selling transformation. When you price on cost, you're selling a commodity. And commodities are always a race to the bottom. You're not selling technology, you're selling transformation, so price accordingly. Here's the final problem, and it's a big one. AI voice technology, again, is quickly becoming a commodity. When I started building AI systems 4 years ago, it was cutting edge, but now every kid with a laptop and a YouTube tutorial can spin up a Vapi agent. There's no barrier to entry, the differentiation is gone, the value perception is dropping daily. This is the natural life cycle of technology. First, there's innovation, which is new and exciting to people. Then there's early adoption, where the smart people get in early and they go make money. And then something becomes mainstream, where everyone piles in. And finally, we have commoditization, where AI voice agents are now, where it's a race to the bottom, like we talked about before. Now, here's the key. Commoditization doesn't mean it's currently useless. It means you need to change what you're selling. You can't sell AI voice agents as standalone products. You need to sell them as part of a complete system with a transformation attached. And that's where the winners separate from the losers. Okay, so everything I just told you is the bad news. Here's the good news. There is a way to win in this space, but it requires you to upgrade your thinking. You need to stop thinking about AI voice agents as a product. You need to start thinking about them as one component of a complete business operating system. And this is what I call the triple threat system. Threat number 1 is voice AI, the conversational interface, which we've been talking about. Number 2 is CRM automation. This is the customer data and the workflow engine that is attached to our AI voice agents. It allows you to fetch customer data and update customer data in real time as you're talking to your AI voice agents. And number 3 is the workflow builder. This is having an automation infrastructure that connects everything together seamlessly. So think about it like this. You have your voice AI, like Vapi, Retell, Bland, all these companies that do voice AI. It's like the mouth. It talks to the customers. The CRM, your Go High Level, HubSpot's, Salesforce, this is the brain. It knows who their customers are, what they've done, and what they need to do next. The workflow builder is Make.com, N8N, Zapier, to give you a reference. That's like the nervous system. It connects everything together and makes decisions. So most people are just selling the mouth, and then they're wondering why it doesn't work. You need all three to have a functioning body. So let me give you a real example. If a roofing company got hit with a hailstorm, 100 leads come in over 48 hours. The old way, sales reps are going to manually call these leads, maybe connect with 30 of them, and then 70 of them go cold and go to a competitor. Those 70 go cold because their competition with a faster response time wins. They responded to all the inquiries quicker and they won the business. Now, if you're using AI voice, AI is going to call every single lead out of those 100 immediately. Again, it's not going to know what leads are qualified. Now let's think about the mouth. If you were to just implement AI voice into this roofing company that we just talked about, AI is going to call all 100 of the leads, but it doesn't know which leads are qualified. It doesn't update the CRM properly. The sales team has no idea which leads are hot. And this still loses deals due to disorganization. But if you use the triple threat way, you're going to have workflow automation that scrapes leads for you, giving you more leads. It's going to match against your CRM for existing customers versus new prospects. It's going to prioritize by home value and damage severity. Voice AI will then call the top 50 within 30 minutes. Qualified leads will auto book onto your calendar. Unqualified leads will enter a nurture sequence. The CRM updates in real time. The sales team gets instant notifications on hot leads, and follow-up texts and emails are triggered automatically. You see the difference? One is a tool and the other is a platform, and these platforms scale while tools don't. Let me say this again because it's important. AI voice agents are dying as standalone products, but they're thriving as part of integrated systems. The companies that are going to win in 2026 are the ones building complete operating systems for their clients, not just AI dialers. And this is exactly what we built at King Caller AI. We took the best voice AI technology, combined it with a robust CRM infrastructure, and connected it to a powerful automation engine. It's like voice AI, Go High Level, and N8N all had a baby together, and that baby is a monster. Now let me pause here for a second. If you're a service-based business owner, roofer, HVAC, restoration, solar, law firm, whatever, and you're doing $1 million plus in revenue, and you're losing deals because your lead response time sucks, or you're treading water with your current operations and are ready to scale your infrastructure to support several more millions of dollars in deals, I want to invite you to book a call with my team at SimpliSkill. We build custom AI systems for businesses like yours. We don't just install an AI voice agent and pray that it works. We build you a complete system. Voice AI, CRM, and automation workflows that are custom tailored to your business. If you're generating leads, but you're not converting them fast enough, we can fix that in 30 days. If you're interested, link is in the description. Book a call. We'll show you exactly what's possible. And if you found value in this video so far, smash that like button and subscribe. I drop videos like this every single week, breaking down what's actually working in AI automation and business growth. All right, now back to the content. Let me give you another example of why the triple threat system works. I was talking to an HVAC company owner last week. They were paying an AI voice agency $1,200 a month for an AI receptionist. The AI answered calls, it was polite, collected information, but here's what wasn't happening. Leads weren't being qualified properly, appointments weren't being confirmed, follow-ups weren't happening. The sales team didn't trust the system, so they were calling leads anyways, and they were essentially paying $1,200 a month for a fancy voicemail system. Why? Because it was just voice AI. There was no CRM integration, there was no automation, there was no infrastructure, it was just a disconnected tool. So what did we do? We rebuilt their entire system in 2 weeks. So now when a lead calls, AI answers and qualifies them, books them directly on the calendar based on technician availability, sends confirmation texts and emails. If the homeowner isn't there, an automated follow-up sequence is triggered. After the appointment, a review request automation is triggered. The automation moves them into the appropriate pipeline in the CRM. Oh, and by the way, the bot answers questions, objections, and communicates in real time with their sales team so they know exactly when a hot lead comes through their pipeline. So the AI is still the same, but it's connected to a system that actually produces outcomes. Their close rate went from 19% to 39% in 60 days. And that's the power of integrated systems. Let me give you an analogy. Buying an AI voice agent by itself is like buying a steering wheel for your car. Look, I have this steering wheel, now I can drive. No, you can't. You need an engine, wheels, transmission, brakes, etc. You need a lot more than just a steering wheel. That's what's happening in the AI voice agent space right now. Everyone's selling steering wheels. We are selling vehicles. So let me give you the blunt truth about why 9 out of 10 AI voice implementations fail. Number 1, there's no clear success metrics. Most people deploy an AI and don't even know what success looks like. Is it number of calls? Is it appointments booked? Is it revenue generated? They just turn it on and they hope that it works. You need to define success up front. And then you need to measure it obsessively. This is the only way to actively get results for your clients and keep them happy. Reason number 2, there's no human oversight. The AI is powerful, but it's not perfect. You need these human escalation pathways. You need quality assurance systems in place to ensure that your agents are properly tested and ready for release. You need someone actively reviewing calls weekly and making adjustments. Most agencies deploy and disappear. Don't do that. These people are quite literally scammers, and that's not how you run a business. Reason number 3 is you're setting up these AI voice agents for the wrong use case. Not every business process should be automated. AI voice works great for setting appointments, qualifying your leads, sending payment and appointment reminders, and answering calls. What it works poorly for is complex sales conversations, emotional support situations, highly technical troubleshooting, and customer service issues that are pretty sensitive. If you're trying to automate those things, you're going to fail. Reason number 4 is you're giving it bad data. Your AI is only as good as the data that it's working with. If your CRM is a mess, your AI is going to be a mess. Remember the principle, garbage in, garbage out. Before you deploy AI, clean your data, update your CRM, make sure everything is connected appropriately, and the data is accurate. Reason number 5 why your AI voice agents may be failing is the first version of your AI is never perfect. You need to iterate based on real world performance. Most people deploy version 1.0 and they never touch it again. Then they wonder why the results degrade over time. We iterate on our client systems every single week. We review calls, identify patterns, make improvements, and then redeploy. What we do at King Caller is we review every single call, we identify the patterns in those calls, make improvements, and then redeploy our agents once those improvements are made. So now that we went over how to successfully deploy a platform rather than a tool, let me tell you where the industry is currently moving. The AI voice companies that survive in 2026 are going to be the ones that own their technology stack. They're not resellers. They're not white labeling Go High Level or something else. They deliver complete, robust systems, not standalone tools. They focus on outcomes, not their features. They're targeting the right customers, businesses that are making over $1 million and providing them clear use cases. And they price on value, not on cost per minute. Everyone else who doesn't follow these guidelines is going to get squeezed out. But the businesses that adopt this technology early, the ones that integrate it properly into their operations, are going to dominate their markets. While your competitors are still manually calling 6 hours after they come in, you're going to be calling them in 30 seconds. While your competitors are losing leads because they close at 5 p.m., you're going to be booking appointments at 9 p.m. on a Saturday. While your competitors are hiring more sales reps and dealing with turnover, you're going to be scaling headcount. That's the game. And the game is going to be won right now. Not in 2027, not in 2028, right now. All right, so here's what I believe with every fiber of my being. If you're a service-based business owner, this is the single best competitive advantage you can build in your business right now. Not better marketing, not better sales training, not better hiring, better systems. And AI voice technology, when implemented correctly as part of a complete operating system, is the way that companies are winning in 2026. But here's the but. You've got to actually do it. Not just watch this video and feel good, not just save it to your watch later playlist, not just send it to your business partner with a vague, we should look into this. I do that all the time. You've got to actually take action. So here are your 2 paths forward. Path 1, you can build it yourself. If you're technical and you want to understand how the AI works, if you want to build a custom system for yourself or for your business or for clients, hit the link down below. I have a school community, and inside I teach you how to build AI voice agents from scratch, how to integrate them with CRMs and automation platforms, how to deploy them properly with safeguards and protocols, how to price and sell them to businesses, and how to avoid the fatal flaws that I talked about in this video. It's not a course you just watch once and forget. It's a community where we're building together, sharing wins, troubleshooting problems, and staying ahead of the curve. Again, link is in the description if you want to find out more. You can also go to kingcaller.ai to start building your very own voice agents with a CRM and a workflow builder directly integrated. It has everything you need to get started wrapped up into one platform, and it's the first of its kind. No more Go High Level, no more N8N, no more Vapi. It's all in one platform. Again, go to kingcaller.ai and we'll give you 10 minutes free to get started. Link is in the description. Path number 2, if you're a service-based business owner doing $1 million or more a year, and you don't want to become a tech expert and you just want this implemented in your business, book a call with my team at SimpleScale. We'll audit your current lead flow, identify where you're losing money, and design a complete AI automation infrastructure custom built for your business. We don't install tools, we build systems, and we guarantee the results that come from it. Link is also in the description. Now I'm gonna challenge you guys, come back to this video in 90 days and tell me your business didn't transform if you implement what I just shared. I challenge you to take action in the next 48 hours. Not the next week, not the next month, the next 48 hours. But you've actually got to do it, not just think about it. Not just talk about it in your team meeting, not just add it to your Q1 or Q2 goals. You've got to pick up the phone, book the call, join the community, and start building. If you follow the instructions that we talked about today, your business will scale in the next 12 months. I promise you that, in ways that you can't even imagine. I hope this blessed you. If it did, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. It means a lot to me. Until next time, stay blessed with success.